The US Army is planning to boost its online activities. It's now on a hunt for a software tool which can understand and respond to posts on foreign social media sites and potentially sway opinion. But isn't it something the US has been advocating against? Ilya Petrenko explains.
The classic bots have been out there for ages, and we know what they're usually used for. That is sending out spam messages, in some cases performing hacking attacks. But it seems that Uncle Sam is after something much more sophisticated here. If you go online and check out the U.S. Federal Business Opportunities website, you will come across a Pentagon request from earlier this week, and this was something that really caught our attention. What the U.S. Army wants right now is a software system that will be able to translate between languages, most notably Russian, Korean, Farsi, and Arabic. And we all know which countries these languages are spoken in.
This kind of technology, this kind of translation technology is already out there though, isn't it?
Hold on, Kev, because for now I'm far from giving you the full list of requirements. The tool is meant to understand and know how to use correctly dialects, slang, and even emojis. Plus, it must be a tool that is capable of analysis. All these millions of posts, comments, and replies, and we all that these things can be really dodgy, are to be analyzed for emotion and sentiment. That's how complicated it gets.
Key question is, I guess it's probably obvious, but what's it going to be used for, potentially?
They want the software to be able to communicate with users online. Maybe not 100% like a human being, but somewhat close to that. Just take this requirement that I have printed out right here. It is the ability to generate at least 3 or up to 10 unique statements derived from the original social media statement while retaining the meaning and the tone of the original. Again, the software will monitor and analyze its own impact from the messages that it sends, then adjust. Plus, it also needs to be self-taught in a way that it can learn from its own mistakes and then improve and upgrade, which provides potentially unprecedented opportunities for influencing opinion online.
Of course, can't be going without notice. The irony of this big plan is that it's hot on the heels of US leaders complaining about all the potential fuss about online interference from other parties, other countries around the world.
Yes, Kevin. In the case when Russian troll farms and bots, they're all over the media, news about that. The first question that I'd ask the Pentagon, what is your intention, guys, for this particular new project? We sent them out a request to comment. They didn't get back to us for now, but the languages, i.e. the regions, will give you a hint. And also, some experts have already told us that it's part of a U.S. campaign, could be, to expand their online influencing capabilities, something that they have been up to for years. But really, the sophistication of this new project, machines being able to analyze the emotions and the sentiment of comments online, that is something alarming.
It's kind of scary. We discussed the issue with NSA whistleblower William Binney and former MI5 agent Danny Mashon. They outlined some of the implications of using these bots.
What they really want to do is be able to monitor voice communications or any kind of communications, text, and be able to assess it and check it for threats or things like that, or even from some of the manipulation programs, even respond in kind and try to manipulate the other person at the other end. So, I mean, all intelligence agencies have this as one of their objectives. White papers are generally circulated among contractors who do business with the government. So it is a little unusual to see these things out in the public, as far as I know.
The most obvious interpretation would be that this is a pushback against the allegations that have been made consistently for the last 18 months about so-called Russian troll farms influencing elections across the West. And it's interesting to see that the languages that they're advertising for are the language of Iran and, of course, North Korea and Russia. So that would be a bit of a sort of giveaway about which countries they want to be targeting.